since spawn is in a desert, you might be a little worried, like, oh no, I'm not going to be able to make it on my first day because there aren't any trees or grass. Zombie is failing at getting into that house. Let me set the time today. Set the time today. Dude, I can't talk. We're getting there. We're only about halfway there. But it's in a savannah, so try to guess what it is. Okay, no, I'm just going to show you. Yep, what a beautiful day it is outside today. Hey everyone, it's Vikings here, and welcome to a new type of video. Now, as you can see by the title, this is going to be my very first seed showcase. Now, you might be thinking, this doesn't look very interesting, it's a desert. Now, if you're a veteran at Minecraft, or you don't even have to be a veteran, all you have to do is know a little something about Minecraft to know that things can be found in deserts besides sand, cactuses, and a few little patches of grass, maybe from here and there, and dead bushes. Well, those things are desert wells, desert villages, and even desert temples. Speaking of which, there is one right here. Now, the coordinates that I started the video on, if we open up our menu by pressing the F3 key on our keyboard, 188, 58, 159 is spawn. So if we come over here, 188, and we are not on 68, so we have to go back down here, and then 159. So this is the basically one of the main spawn blocks. And you'll see directly next to spawn is a desert temple. And what's even more impressive is something under the ground that I'm going to show you in a little second. So basically, the desert temple loot isn't too good, but if you don't know the whole deal with desert temples, basically, if you break the middle blue block, then you fall down, not only almost dying, but then you'll also step on this pressure plate, which triggers a bunch of TNT. If I break this block, you'll see there's TNT right there. That is indeed TNT. So, let's go ahead and not step on that pressure plate, and look at the loot in these chests. And by the way, the seed will be on screen right now. Sorry I didn't do that at the beginning of the video, but you can look at it. This is a seed for 1.8, basically any version of 1.8, except maybe the snapshots and pre-release. But now we have rotten flesh, iron ingots, emeralds, just average desert temple stuff. And we have a few saddles up in here. And anyway, that is basically the desert temple. Oh, and by the way, if you don't know that shortcut I was using, if you just go to your survival inventory, let's just get a bunch of items. If you want to clear your whole inventory, if you have a bunch of stuff and you want to clear all of it, then all you have to do is hold down Shift and click on Destroy Item, and your entire inventory will be cleared. Why couldn't I think of the word cleared? Anyway, so the next thing is at 220, 90, 516. So if we go around here to 20, 90, and 516, so that should be over here, you will eventually run into this really interesting little structure. If we just keep on heading over here, we're around that area, 90, 516. Right here, you'll see this random little floating pillar of sand that's just floating here. I mean, it has sandstone to support it, but still, it's just random how there's just this little floating pillar. Anyway, so since spawn is in a desert, you might be a little worried, like, oh no, I'm not going to be able to make it on my first day because there aren't any trees or grass. But the reason that this seed is so good, one, there's a desert temple right by spawn. Two, there's extreme hills right here, but I'll showcase those in a second. Though that will be the last ones that I showcase in the video. But if we head over there, there is a plains, which I will also showcase later. But over here, there is also a savanna somewhere around here. And something that I did forget to showcase is if we head over into spectator mode, we'll be able to fly through blocks. And this is the underground thing that I was hinting. So take a guess as to what it is. is not a stronghold, not a dungeon, but it is an abandoned mine shaft. So I seriously have to start flying a little bit slower. So we have a bunch of mobs in here, and a bunch of ore. It's not too low down, so you won't find the best ore in the world, but it's a mine shaft, so it's a mine shaft. And somewhere around here there's some chests. Minecarts with chests. Where are they? Seriously, where are they? They were here a second ago. Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. There's minecarts with chests. They have, like, lapis and things in them. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Onward. Anyway, let's go into game mode 1. The next place we're going to go is in this direction, 328, 64, 321. So, 328, if we fly up here. It's a little bit of a trek, not too high, but, oh, and here's that savanna I was talking about. So we have 328, and then we have 64. We're probably not going to be able to pull that off. And then 321. So that should be in this direction. So if we keep on flying over here, you'll see not just some squid, but if we just fly right around here, you'll find a desert village. Now this does not have a blacksmith, but still you can loot it, you can trade with the villagers, you can get food, you can get their little fences and wool and things, and the zombie is failing at getting into that house. Man, okay, so anyway, desert village, you can loot it, it's what you do with villages. And if we head over across the other river, I mean it's the same river, it's right by spawn, and let me set the time today, dude, I can't talk. Okay, anyway, so if we come over here, this is spawn, on the other side of the river, not only will you find a few caves scattered about, you'll also find a plains biome right on the other side of the river. You have this little island right here, and then right here, I keep saying right here, you'll have a plains biome with some strange formations, as basically everywhere in Minecraft has. You'll also find a forest biome, so lots of wood, and here's something really interesting. Around this area, right here, you'll find this really, really strange formation. It's just one block wide, and it stays on the same height, and it just comes off of this little overhang. It's just a complete right angle, and it's really weird. I don't know what caused this, if it's like a problem if it's like a flaw in the code or something that caused that, but I don't know. You guys can explore the world a little bit more if you guys want, and maybe point out some things in the comment section, and I might feature it in a future video. Man, I got my words mixed up. Anyway, so now we're going to come back to spawn, which should be somewhere around here. Here it is. And if we go all the way over here to the coordinates 143, 84, 813. So let's go to 143. Okay. This is the general area. Then 84, and then 813. We're around there. But now we just need to travel all the way over here. It's a bit of a trek. Actually, no, it's kind of a lot of a trek. You're probably not going to want to go here on your first night, but you'll see why it is worth going there later in just a second. As we're getting there, we're only about halfway there, but it's in a savanna, so try to guess what it is. Okay, no, I'm just going to show you. Anyway, you can still try if you really want on our way there, but you don't have very much more time since we're basically there. Oh, and by the way, there's some floating grass, which also happens very, very commonly in Minecraft. Then if you come over here, you will find yourself in another village. Now this one does have a blacksmith. No diamonds or anything, but it does have iron boots, an iron helmet, 4 bread, and 5 apples. So that's pretty decent-ish, I guess. And it's a pretty big village. I mean, not too big. And you'll need to do a little bit of spring cleaning in here. You can set these poor villagers free. And by the way, Minecraft has really bad generation, because as I was exploring this seed, I mean, you probably all know that Minecraft has bad narration sometimes. But as I was exploring the seed earlier, I came across this. This poor librarian. His windows literally go straight into a cave. And guess where his door goes? Yep. What a beautiful day it is outside today. Anyway, let's travel back up to the surface and travel back to spawn. So, where are we? Okay, so spawn is 188. So in this direction. 68, 159. So, it's all the way back over here. I might as well go into game mode 3 and just speed up the process by flying like I'm the Flash. Like the flying Flash. Anyway, here's the desert. It should be, ooh, cave. Sorry, I just can't help my curiosity. Ooh, there's a ravine. Man, I can't stop saying ooh. See what on earth is in here. It seems to be a simple cave. There's some split roads, but right here seems to lead right back to the surface. Anyway, back to what I was intending to explore, which is somewhere around here. I can't seem to find my way though. It should be right here. Oh, there's the strange floating desert pillar. So somewhere around here should be. Hang in there. I'm about to find it, hopefully. One second, let me look. It's 188, so this is the right X coordinate. And then 159 in that, so we need to travel this way. So here's spawn. If you travel just west of spawn, we're going to go back into game mode 1 for the time being. You'll find this really interesting peak right here. Half of it is Extreme Hills biome. If you look on the left-hand side of the screen, it says biome : and then you'll see Extreme Hills. Half of this little peak is desert. Half of it's Extreme Hills. So if you look at that little biome thing, this side we're in a desert, and we come around the corner, we're in Extreme Hills. Desert, Extreme Hills. Desert, Extreme Hills. It's really interesting when you get these like really interesting formations like this that are like, sometimes they can have like half one biome, half the other, which is really interesting. It's just your average Extreme Hills biome, or so it appears, because it just has a few caves around the place, lots of cows, lots of stone, lots of snow, lots of trees, you know, the huge. But if you travel over here, you'll find some slightly more intriguing structures, like these really tall mountains and these really small mountains. And I don't know, somewhere around here, while I was exploring the map, yeah, right here, you find this really cool overhang with some water kind of flowing into some trees. And right over here is some, by the way, while I was exploring the world at first, I found this, and it was really cool, like a lava pit that kind of flows out into like a lava fall, and it flows onto this water, and I actually got to witness the lava flowing down here and going into this water and forming cobblestone. Anyway, so there's a bunch of lava falls over here, some more over here. There's just a bunch of really cool things, and a little pumpkin patch right there. How nice is that? Anyway, so you have this really cool little ravine running between the valley. Sorry, that's the word I was looking for. Why is this not loading? Okay, there it is. And then we have a little cave down here. I'll let the exploring to you. The coordinates are -139, 76, 301, if you want to check that area out. And yeah, that's basically going to wrap it up for this video. So I will meet you back at spawn. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like if you want to see more Minecraft seed videos and other things. And subscribe to the channel for weekly content. This is Viking 8. Goodbye.